The views and opinions on Talk of the Town are those of the individuals. They do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Access Communications.
This is the fourth year that we're hosting the Festival of Lights in the Humboldt Campground. This year we have Northern Lights Casino as our sponsor. Having a sponsor just allows us to allow everybody to go through the Festival of Lights at no charge. We want people to be able to come back and check it out over and over and just enjoy the displays that are put on by our local merchants and organizations throughout the whole Christmas season.
So who gets involved in the event?
Any businesses or organizations that want to come in and set up a display, we have a spot. So for just a very small fee, they can come in, set up a display that represents their business or their organization and send a Christmas message out throughout the whole season.
And is this the first? How often do you guys do this?
This is our fourth year that we're running this event. So what happened was we used to put on a Christmas parade, and that was one evening, and we didn't know what was going to happen due to the weather, and it was a lot of work for businesses to put a float in the parade. So we came up with this idea of utilizing the wonderful campground that we have and just allowing for this to happen for the whole season. So it's just been great feedback, and we're just really happy to be able to put this on each season.
And how do people get involved?
They can just contact the Chamber office, 682-4990. And like I said, we still have a few more spots. We'd love to take some new displays this year, and we've just had another couple that have come in this past week. So we're always, looking for new people to come in and put up displays.
Okay, and what's the reason why do you guys do this every year?
Well, the Chamber of Commerce operates the campground, and we also represent businesses. So this is just a way to partnership with those businesses and allow them to put on this Christmas message all year. And it also just allows for a great community event. And we just hear positive responses from people that have been able to take their families through and just enjoy something beautiful in the city of Humboldt. All of these displays are fantastic. We're really happy to have all the participation here. I think each of the displays is unique to the businesses that have put them up, and that's what makes it so great. There is no theme or anything. We just allow people to come in and be creative and use team building to make their displays applicable to their business. So we have a couple of things this year with our sponsor, Northern Lights Casino. Like we said, we have free admission through the Festival of Lights. We do have a donation box, though, that's located in our office, and all proceeds to the donations that we get this year are going to Partners Family Services Soup Kitchen Initiative. So each year we just pick an organization in the community that could benefit from the silver collection.
Really?
There's an incredible need for programs like the Soup Kitchen in our community, and it's unfortunate, but we're very happy to be able to support it through the proceeds of this event. We do have a fun initiative this year too for the kids that are 12 and under. So if you go onto our website, which is humboldtchamber.ca, or visit our Facebook page, there is an entry form for kids 12 and under to enter to win an iPod Touch. So this is fantastic. They get to come out and check out one of the particular displays, and there's a question that they can answer, and they can drop those entry forms off in the drop box on the office as well.
Access, we know how much you love TV. You love the movies, the sports, the entertainment, the commercials. Well, maybe not the commercials. But everything else about TV is pretty darn good. That's why Access delivers the strongest signal and the most channel options. Free installation, free service calls, and friendly 24/7 support means just like TV, we're always there when you need us. We'll take care of everything else. You just keep on loving TV.
It's time for another Children's Fund Check presentation, and today we're at the Regina Treaty Status Indian Services here in the Queen City.
We work with the youth, children, families. We provide educational, employment opportunities, reintegration opportunities. We're embarking on a 3-year pilot project. It is geared towards First Nations youth who have just finished grade 11 going into grade 12. What it's done is provide an opportunity for us to give support and training to 10 First Nations youth to build the most fabulous resume that a grade 11 going to grade 12 person can have.
I'm now pleased to present this check to you on behalf of the Access Children's Fund for $6,000.
It's absolutely a blessing to us here, and it gives us opportunity to do wonderful, great things with our youth.
I'm Jennifer Hosgen. I'm the curator of the Hamilton District Museum and Gallery. So we're really excited to have our 13th annual Festival of Wreaths and so much more. It started as a fundraiser for the Friends of the Museum, and in the early years we only had wreaths, but we've really expanded to include gift baskets, artwork, photography, pretty much everything that people are creative enough to create and donate. We sell it all at an auction on Thursday, December the 6th.
Ah, okay. Who gets involved in these?
We are really excited to have so much community support. So we have individuals who will do things like make homemade jam. We have businesses who will promote their businesses through coupons and some of their new products. We have local organizations who will donate. We have a wide range of contributions from the community.
So I saw carpets out there, like the wool carpets. Are they part of that?
That's a rug hooking exhibit. So we also have, that's not involved at all. Yeah.
Yeah, that was just my curiosity.
Yeah.
The one with the.
They're gorgeous too. They're from the Heritage Rug Hookers.
Are they?
It's an exhibit that's here for 2 months as well, and they're outstanding as well.
It was, yeah. So what can you tell me a little bit about the event beyond the who gets involved? Who gets involved in this sort of thing?
So it's really a fundraiser for the Friends of the Museum, and the funds that they raised this year are going to the Merchants Bank of Canada, and so they're supporting the revitalization of the bank building. It was built in 1920s. It's directly across the street from the museum, and right now we're doing things like accessibility. We're making sure that every member of the public will be able to have access to the building, and we're doing that through a wheelchair elevator. We're putting in wheelchair washrooms, and we're also looking at safety in this phase. So we're doing things like a new HVAC system, a sprinkler system, fire alarm panel, and then we're moving into just creating a new space. So floors, walls, ceilings, all kinds of fun. And through a lot of generous contributions to the community, we hope to have that building open to the public in January of 2014.
So will that just be an extension of the museum then?
Yes, it'll be another. We have a collection of over 16,000 objects right now in the museum collection, and we also have a lot of community groups that are asking for more exhibit space. We need more room for community programming. We do a lot of education programming with the schools, and to have room for them to create art, to learn about history. We just really, we've been planning this expansion for a few years now, and the Museum Foundation has been actively raising funds to put toward the expansion, as well as some help from community members and of course the Friends of the Museum through the Festival of Wreaths. So
why do you think people are being so generous with their labor?
That's a great question. I mean, after 13 years, it's challenging sometimes to do, to come up with new events. But I think people really feel, and they really do own the museum. The museum collection is theirs. It's their story. It's there, we have everything from really fancy artwork to community-based original artifacts, and it really is their story, their community, and I think that's part of it, and we're really appreciative of the volunteers who help and support in any way they can.
So how do people get involved in the viewings, or is it, you said, a silent auction, or?
What we do is we have two parts. So we have a silent auction and a live auction. So the exhibit is on display for 3 weeks, and you can bid on the silent auction pieces during that time, and then we sell everything through a live auction, and the silent auction ends that night as well, and we sell everything through Mel Strader and his gang donate their auction services to us. So, I mean, it really is a wonderful, and it's a lot of fun.
So it's a climactic event then, eh?
Yes.
And when can people come down and take a look at the show?
So the exhibit is on display until December the 6th, and then that is when we sell everything. And we've been really excited to be open extended hours during the festival and have community groups come down to have their meetings. We've had the Broncos here. We've had Santa Claus has visited our display and talked to the kids. We've had a lot of performers. We've had the Little German Band. We've had singers. We've had piano students. It's really been a very busy 3 weeks, and it's really nice to see the community involved in a lot of ways.
Is it an older crowd thing? Is it a...
There's been a range. I mean, because we're doing a lot of, obviously the younger people like to see Santa. They had a great time decorating cookies and doing work with the Humboldt Broncos, so that was a lot of fun as well. And it's a real mix of, there's a lot of great items out there that are for young people, so a lot of parents will come in and bid on stuff. There's some great baking trays. If you don't want to do a lot of your own holiday baking, we have volunteers that will create you a tray of 5 dozen homemade goodies. We have some of our local people who are really known to bake well do things like baklava or cinnamon bun wreaths, and some really great food items are here at the festival this year.
So are there any big ticket items I should be keeping an eye out for?
I don't think so. I think they're all unique. I mean, it really depends. There's over 100 items up for auction. And so you really have, for every taste, for the sports person, for the grandpa, for the young people, there's really something for everybody out there. And you can do some great Christmas shopping at the Festival of Race.
information about what's happening in your community, watch Talk of the Town. Access 7 is your community television channel. It's a place where you can tell your story, get connected with your community, and to communities across Saskatchewan. To find out more, go to myaccess.ca.